Hey! Waiting and waiting, waiting for it to come on live, and finally I turned the camera sideways and it comes up. Hey, welcome. I thought this was a good opportunity for me to bring you in and talk about really something I've talked about a lot, but that doesn't stop me, evidently, from repeating myself. By the way, one of the reasons I do these live broadcasts, one of the reasons I'm, in effect, always teaching while I'm painting is some of you have heard the best way to learn is to teach. And part of me is using that. These are all principles. There's so many principles, so many rules, and all that can be broken, of course, but there's so many rules of painting, so many things that we've worked hard to, that are intuitive, I've worked really hard, and many of us have worked really hard to bring into verbiage, to put into words. And part of the reason I do this is because I want to be reminded of these myself. Okay, let me turn you around. So there's the back of my studio. I am doing a painting of, I think it's the USS Eagle. I mean, the Eagle is a part I'm sure of. I'm not sure about the USSS part, but a lot of it is finished. This part of the boat is probably essentially done. Let me show you the photograph from which I'm working. This is a painting that I did, a boat that I painted 5 weeks ago in Norfolk at Harborfest. And here's that painting that I did. I mean, this is a copy of it. The painting I did at Harborfest. Hey, everybody. The painting I did at Harborfest was 7.5 feet tall and 4 feet wide. This one, of course, is quite a bit smaller. It's only 3 by 5 feet. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. My goal was to do a better job the second time around, and I actually believe I'm going to do that. Now, again, let me show you the subject matter. Let me show you the photograph that I'm painting from. Okay, there you go. That's the subject. Got it? Now, I don't know about you, but that looks like a lot of stuff. A lot of information. That looks complicated. Thus the title of my little broadcast today, how to paint complicated stuff. Okay? And some of you need to hear this. I don't know who you are, but maybe you can figure it out. In a word, here's how you paint complicated stuff. The answer is not, I'm going to give you the negative first, not all at once. In other words, you paint complicated subjects or complicated passages in your painting, not all at once, rather layer by layer by layer. Now, that's not the same as saying step by step by step. Step by step might say, well, you paint the mast, then you paint the bar, then you paint it, then you paint then you paint. No. The layer by layer is, where shall I start? I'm gonna be working now on the sails that are all rolled up, furled. Is that the word? I'm not a sailor, but I think I've heard the word furled before. Anyway, all rolled up on the yardarm. I do know it's a yardarm. And this is just, of course, one little element in the complex subject matter. But I don't know if you can see over here. Is that in camera? Yes, it is. You can see that I've already painted the sails one or two times. And in fact, that is exactly the case. I have already painted these sails once or twice before. So this would be my third whack, if you will, third stab at painting the furled up, curled up, rolled up sail. So that's sort of what I'm getting at. How do you paint complicated, busy things? And of course, it's not just the sail. Everything I've done on this ship, on this boat, has been painted layer by layer by layer, step by step by step, in a layer by layer manner. Now, okay, is there anything else I want to say? Okay, let's take, for instance, the lines, the ropes that are going all everywhere on these boats. I mean, I don't know, it looks to me like there are thousands. Certainly there are hundreds of ropes, and certainly I am not going to try to paint each and every one. That would be a completely different style of painting. Fine for those of you who want to do that kind of painting, if you want to go there. Whoops, that's a mistake. Hang on. This yard arm is on the further off mast. So let's talk about the again, the lines. How are the lines going to be painted? Well, let me tell you, and I'm not finished yet, but the lines have been painted, number one, with paintbrushes, maybe like this, just lines, messy, two hands, one. Number two with pencils. Number three with, in fact, a little while ago I was doing number three with palette knife. Number four by scratching with brush handles, especially I like these chip brush handles in particular. Five by scratching. Six by negative painting. In other words, painting around. That is one of the things I'm going to do. Let me show you an area, bringing you real close. This is not the lines per se, but some of those, the net. Again, let me zoom in really close. There we go. Okay, hold still, camera. So this area in here, you can see I came back with the orange colored paint and painted in the holes. So that's negative painting. Got it? So that's, I think I'm up to 7 different techniques for painting just the lines, the ropes in the sky. 7 techniques, but wait a minute. I didn't just do each technique once. I know I've used the pencils at least twice. That gives us 8. And I know that I've done the brushes at least 3 times. That's 8, 9, 10. And I've done the negative painting at least twice. Okay, what I'm saying is the ropes so far, and again, I'll zoom in. What's the best area? And I'm getting a bad glare. I'm so sorry about that. Let me see what happens if I zoom in. Okay, so the ropes that you see, and I'll just move you around, so far on this ship and the more distant ship over here, the ropes, I'm calling them, the lines, have been painted at least 11, this is what I want you to get, have been painted 11 different times, 8 different techniques, several of them repeated 11 times. So the question is, how do you paint? Let's think of some other things. I've got a commission going on here. How do you paint the spots on a dog? Does that look like a complicated? Yes, that is a complicated passage. How do you paint the spots on a dog? Well, I don't have 11, but I know I have at least 5 different techniques, 5 different layers, 5 different approaches. Do you hear how different that is from what many students think? If you got spots on a dog, you take your white paint, you take your gray paint, and you do the gray parts, the dark parts with your dark paint, and you do the light paints with your light paint. I'm play acting, do you understand? Wrong. That's how. Now, again, there is a world of hyperrealism. Do I say this too much? There are people that do hyperrealistic. My heart goes out to them. I've done my share. Still do some for fun sometimes because hyperrealism is easy. I hate to burst the bubble of some people. Now, it takes time. In fact, I just had, oh no, I don't. I thought there's a jigsaw puzzle over there on the table. Somebody already put it away. Because I compare it to doing a jigsaw puzzle. Jigsaw puzzles are easy, especially if you have the skill. Forgive me, I'm really good at jigsaw puzzles. It's a weird thing. I don't know why I'm good at it. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It's very relaxing, but it takes a long time, right? That's what realism is. It's easy, it's relaxing, but it takes a long time. Okay, so let's forget the whole world of hyperrealism. If you're painting a dog, if you're painting a ship with ropes, painting a dog with spots, what else do I have going on around here? Hang on, here's another one. If you're painting I wasn't planning to do this, but go ahead. If you're painting a building with a whole bunch of windows, how do you paint those windows? You don't pick up your white paint, paint the bars, and your blue paint, paint the blue, and you paint layer, 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 layer. Variety of strokes, a variety of techniques, a variety of applications. That's how you paint complex or busy passages. I hope that helps. If it does, please share this YouTube with some of your artist friends and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you like it, please like it. Thanks for watching. I'll be back who knows when.